Mabuhay Pilipinas, tuloy-tuloy ang ating PBA Super Bowl Sunday action mula sa Inares Center sa Antipolo City. Ang ating bakbakan, second game ng ating doubleheader for the day. Barangay Ginebra Kings sa kalabanin ang Mahindra Enforcers in a battle of teams that are near the bottom half ng ating standings. Halfway na po tayo sa elimination, so it's time to make a move. They need to move up in the standings para makasabay doon sa ibang mga koponan na nandyan sa upper half. So let's see what Barangay Ginebra can do. Probably build up on that last victory against the Meralco Bulls. Ito naman Mahindra Enforcers, gusto bumawi dahil natalo sa Barako sa kanilang huling laro. Charlie Cuna po ang inyong lingkod kasama si Coach Ryan Gregorio of Stone's Throw from home. Here you are in the Inares Center. Ano may expect natin sa labanan na ito?
Napakagandang laban, napaka-importante para sa magkabilang koponan ng Ginebra, gunning for back-to-back victories. Samantala itong Mahindra naman, gusto nilang matanggal dun sa ating 11 to 12 spots na talagang importante kung ayaw natin o ayaw ng Mahindra ma-eliminate kagad.
That's right. And well, formidable opponent ang kanilang mga kalaban. Barangay Ginebra led by the tallest man in the league and the front runner right now para sa Best Player of the Conference Award. Yung numbers niya have always been solid, but wow, out of this world ngayon, especially yung sa baba niya, yung 3.6 assists.
That is correct. 24.2 points per ball game. His best in his career since he was drafted by Ginebra in 2013. 7.2. Both this categories #1 in the league. And you've mentioned it, 3.6 assists. He's definitely thriving in the system of Coach Tim Cone.
Well, you know, hindi naman siya nag-iisa dyan. Somebody feeds the ball to him. One of the little guys in that team running the triangle. They call him Tiniente. They also call him the General. L.A. Tenorio ang alam natin ang pangalan niya. And, you know, the stats aren't, you know, really eye-popping. 7.4 points. In fact, they'll see mababa nga yan. Pero yung rebounds, ang dami niyan for such a small guy. And tied for 5th in the PBA in assists.
Well, that 7.4 is actually his lowest in the last 4 seasons. But yung 5 rebounds is getting all opportunities to get 50-50 balls and a lot in the rebounding end. 4.6 assists. This guy has done and has played under Coach Tim Cone before, and he knows the system. The important thing when you're running Ginebra's system or Coach Tim Cone's system is you have to sacrifice and be selfless, and that is what Tiniente Tenorio is doing for his squad.
Well, you have to work, especially on the defensive end. Dahil kung may LA ang Ginebra, meron din namang LA ang Mahindra Enforcers. LA Revilla was usually the smallest guy on the court, but the numbers he is putting up, he leads them. They will follow where he goes. And sana, ninanais ng kanilang coach si Chito Victorero, padala niya sila sa isang panalo.
15.8 points per game, 5.2 assists, 2.2 steals, his best in his 3-year-old career. He was drafted in 2013 at number 24 by Global Port, and now he's running the show. He's the best player in this league so far. As far as Mahindra is concerned, talagang wherever this guy goes, and so go the Mahindra Enforcers.
As small as he is sa kanyang koponan, may mga rest back naman siya. Yung isa dyan, not the biggest guy sa kanilang koponan, si Mark Yee. Grabe yung character na dinala nito si Mark Yee after they picked him up late last season. Brings good statistics, yung 20 rebounds sa kanilang huling laro, Coach Ryan. But aside from that, he brings this swag, this mentality na he will do anything para sa kanyang koponan.
He's very tough. 17 points, yes, you expect him to score that much. But 20 rebounds talks volumes of the kind of tenacity that this guy brings. He was undrafted in 2008 and is still in the PBA. So you talk about resiliency, you talk about Yee. Sir, another asset for the Enforcers.
At forward number 34, Chris Ellis. Also at forward number 25, Japet Aguilar. And at center number 20, Greg Slaughter. Head coach for Barangay Ginebra, Tim Cone. And now, here are the starters for the Mahindra Enforcers. At guard number 2, L.A. Revilla. Also at guard number 6, Carl De Hesa. At forward number 27, Marquis. Also at forward number 1, Aldrich Ramos. And at center number 5, Bradwin Quinto. Head coach for Mahindra is Manny Pacquiao with his first assistant, Chito Victorero. The referees of the ball game are Jimmy Mariano, Rayate Daksakalay and Emmy Tangkyo. And our tournament ball is being brought to us by Air 21. Sagot ko padala mo, and this game is under the supervision and regulation of the
Starters
game's
para sa
enemies and
magkabilang
sport.
koponan. L.A. Tenorio and Mark Aguiwa in the backcourt. Greg Slaughter, Chris Ellis, and Japet Aguilar sa frontcourt ng Barangay Ginebra. Kabiling panig naman, L.A. Revilla and Carl Dehesa will start at the small positions. Bradwin Ginto, ang kanilang rookie, averaging a double-double. Marky and Aldrich Ramos, ang kanilang mga frontliners. Chito Victorero going up against itong si Coach Tim Cone, and on that jump, agad may pito ang referee. First quarter has begun. It's brought to us by Motolite for express team service. Call 370-6686, and the red shirts of Barangay Ginebra will have possession 1 sa ating laro.
And this is quite amazing for Coach Tim Cone because this is already the 6th venue that Ginebra is playing. Grabe yan, hindi rin sila makakuha ng comfort level. Pero maganda, yung mga ganyang mga plays nakikita ng Pilipinas at pati sa Dubai ng mga Pilipino.
Yun na nga, and you want a rocking start. Yun na nga yun, rim rocking ang nangyari. Slam ng agad para kay Japet Aguilar. A guy who this conference has been ably supporting Greg Slaughter. Spectacular plays in almost every game. That's a Yamaha action play of the game brought to us by the all-new Yamaha SZ. Get ready for action.
On a defensive standpoint, that will be very frustrating on the part of Coach Chito Victorero, because if you get a back screen, that means defense is not communicating well enough.
Pero nagmintis sa kanyang bonus free throw attempt. 2-0 ating early score. Dehesa wants to go to the post. Aldrich Ramos against Chris Ellis. Aldrich in the paint, lost the ball. Napigan ng bola, red shirts recover. Here they come. And I think it's very important yung transition defense ng Mahindra. Hindi pwedeng tatamad-tamad kung nawala bola sa kanila. They need to sprint down right away dahil Ginebra likes to run.
That is right. And what is good about Mahindra is they really do a good job getting rebounds. And now they have their hands full, especially Ginto guarding Greg Slaughter underneath.
When they get the ball inside to Bradwin Ginto, very strong player. He's just a rookie, pero talagang flexing his muscles. Dribbling violation on the part of Japet Aguilar, so the ball will stay on this side of the floor para sa Mahindra.
Sometimes it's all about focus. Ginebra is averaging 19 turnovers per ball game. They're actually worst in that department in this conference.
Revilla using the screen. Nahanap ng kakampi. Had to pull it back out. Dahil pang oras sa kanyang shot clock. Let's go on a 3. That's another miss for Mahindra. Hindi lang kayo. Relax. Let's set it up. I like that mix of young and old, but younger players and veteran players of Barangay Ginebra. Maganda yung compliment, especially last ball game. They showed that they can ably support the two big guys, but there's a steal from L.A. Revilla. Lost the handle, able to recover and finish.
Back-to-back turnovers for Ginebra. The next one, they were not able to sprint to the paint and defend the transition. And great ball control there for L.A. Revilla.
Chris Ellis. Down to 10 on the shot clock. Slaughter, malayo sa basket. Lima na lang on the curl. L.A. Tenorio releases. Short just a jumper. Nakuha ni Bradwin Ginto on rebound. Averaging 10 rebounds a game. Statistical points partner. He's leading actually in the Rookie of the Year race so far after a few games into the first conference. Feed inside to Marquis. Masyado malaki ang kalaban. Trying to create space and he walked.
Not a very good decision for Mark Gee to enter that paint. All of a sudden, tall trees in front of him.
So nakita natin a while ago from L.A. Revilla. Fast break din sa atin ng Smart Bro. It's Smart Bro. You can share the Smart Line. Tenorio. Out to Chris Ellis. Poste, Mark Aguiwa. Right at the 15-foot line. Greg Slaughter. Short, gets his own rebound. Siya naman na may pagkakataon. Mag 3-point play dito sa unang quarter.
He anticipated that he was going to miss, and instead of running back on defense, he went for his shot. So 2 opportunities for Greg Slaughter. The second one, he made sure.
And that was a tough shot brought to us by DeWalt Power Tools. Guaranteed tough. You got to put a body on him, di ba? Para hindi siya makapasok sa lane. Because when he's in there, Coach, It's almost, there's a very high percentage na makakuha niyang offensive rebound sa laki niya.
He is also 56% from the field. And what is so nice, this confidence for this player, is also averaging a career best from the free throw line at 77%.
So, di ba pwedeng i-foul mo na lang eh?
Hindi.
Pinapasok niya.
Nakakashoot eh. Nung rookie year niya, he was only good for 62%. It improved a little bit to 71, but now 77%. And a defensive stop there for Greg Slaughter.
Swat out of bounds. Japet yung nagsubal-pal doon
si Japet pala yun.
kay
Oo.
Aldrich Ramos. So Aldrich, yes, you're 6'6", but 6'8" ang kalaban mo. And that's a desperation miss mula kay Dehesa, and the Barangay takes the ball back with 8:45 remaining in the first quarter. 3-point lead. Gusto nilang dagdagan as Ellis makes his move. Out to Tenorio from 3-point land. Rattled out. Ito si Carl Dehesa. This guy has represented the Philippines in the 3-on-3 tournament. Kicking it over to Aldrich Ramos. Long two lang yon. His foot was on the line. Yun naman ang ina-expect mo talaga kay Aldrich Ramos. It's sniping from the perimeter.
More of a face-up kind of a player than a back-to-the-basket player. But he needs to improve his output because he only scored 6 points against Baracabul.
Japet Aguilar, 4 points in the game on that 17-foot jumper. Tatlo lamang ng kanyang koponan, 7-4. 8 minutes and 12 remaining in the first quarter.
Inyong napapanood ang 2016 Smart Pro PBA Philippine Cup mula sa Inares Antipolo. Alam nyo, ang Ginebra pagdating sa pag-intindi at pag-execute ang triangle, they're about 50 to 60% pala according to Coach Tim Cone. Nasa stage sila ngayon kung saan it's not about winning or losing but about the team being able to fully understand and run the system. Para daw pagdating ng playoff, kung saan mas importante na yung mga panalo, maging solid at smooth yung kanilang execution at dun sila mag-aani ng panalo. Charlie and Coach Ryan?
Thanks a lot, Apple. And, quite funny that dun sa pag-explain ni Apple na you're looking for precision and trying to fine-tune. Chris Ellis throws it away on that fast break attempt, out of control.
But for Coach Tim Cone, he understands that it is a process. Yung mga bad habits ng players unti-unti pang binabago. At yung triangle, subok na eh. Matatalo ka sa umpisa under Coach Tim, pero yung kinakailangan ng manalo, magdidire-diretso na itong Barangay.
Well, yun na nga, he preached patience from day one. Na-hire pa lang siya. He was addressing not just the team, the fans and management as well. This isn't going to happen overnight. There has been a string of futility past few conferences. The Smart Bro free throw is brought to us by Smart Bro. With Smart Bro, you can share the smart life. Pero siyempre, may mga flashes. Kaya yung ginawa nila sa Meralco in their last ball game, they just took over, especially in that second half. Broke the game wide open. And no looking back. Everybody contributed.
And what was spectacular about that victory is the way they played defense. They limited Meralco to only 64 points. And they scored 89 for a 25-point differential. So for Coach Tim, they are definitely getting better. Yung consistency na lang yung gusto nilang makuha.
LA Tenorio got it back. Tignan ni Revilla yon, but that was a miss. Here's Revilla, stopping on a time. Nakita ni si Mark Agiwa fronting. Revilla inside to Ginto. What a feed. The two-man game working for Mahindra.
It was a good pick-and-roll play, but the defense was late there. Ginebra allowing Mahindra to score easy baskets inside the paint.
7-6 early score. 6 minutes and 51. Natitira sa quarter 1. Ating bakbakan on Super Bowl Sunday. Chris Ellis baseline drive. Gets some contact. No call. Gets it right back. Pangalawang angat. Supal ball upstairs. Mark Yee. At siya na rin nagdala ng bola. Cross court. Napunta kay Carl Dehesa. 3-point shot was on the way. Too strong. Mark Yee fighting for it. Gusto sanang patamain kay Mark Agiwa bago sa bumagsak, but he had already stepped out of bounds. Ball will go the other way. Ito ang ating Motolite Express Edit play of the game. Ating Motolite Express Edit. For Express Edit service call 370-6686. The rookie getting the layup.
Well-executed play there for the first 2 points. Para kay Ginto is averaging 9.8, and you mentioned it earlier. 10 rebounds, definitely a gem for Mahindra.
Talagang kailangan nila eh. They look for a big guy who could do that. Nahanap nila si Bradley Ginto, available ng draft. Ganda naman ang kanyang pinakikita. Kagiwa, the hesitation. Jumper too strong on the rebound. You know, you gotta love the way Marquis is playing, Coach Ryan. Nandiyan siya sa ilalim, nakikipagpakbakan despite yung stature niya at yung build niya. Hindi ganun kalaki compared to everyone else, but he's in the thick of all the rebounding plays.
He's making himself available as soon as a shot is taken. He's always there trying to get the rebound, and that is the reason why he got 20 rebounds in their last game against Barak.
Spectacular statistic if you really consider that. No? Considering nga hindi nga siya ganun kalaki, timing lang, saka yung placing, yung positioning na ginagawa ni Marquis.
And you also talk about surviving in this very tough league. He was drafted way back 2008. He actually has a championship with Talking Text.
Fouled all the way to the basket. Japet Aguilar, pupunta siya sa linya para sa dalawang free throws. Kung Marquis, no, wala nga siyang component for a while. And then nung na-pick up nga siya nitong Kia, at the time they were still known as Kia. He really brought some character to the team, aside from some skills on the basketball court. Smart Bro free throws brought to us by Smart Bro. With Smart Bro, you can share the smart life. Japet Aguilar, soaring like an eagle. 18.8 points, almost 10 rebounds, and block. An able complement to the other tower, na si Greg Slaughter.
Yes, and both these players are actually averaging career best in points and rebounding, and also one block shot para rito kay Japet Aguilar.
This one free throw, however, 8-6 ang score. Dalawa lamang ng Barangay Ginebra. Pinto goes over to Dehesa. Napunta kay Yi. 6 to shoot. Marquis thought about the three, pero pinasa sa poste Aldrich Ramos. That's gonna be a foul dito kay Chris Ellis.
You
First
like the experience of Yi. He thought that he had a good mismatch against Japet Aguilar from the outside, but he saw Ramos only being guarded by Chris Ellis in the paint.
Dehesa's drive off the glass. Simple tira. Coming off that curl, and Dehesa gets his first 2 points of the game. Tied at 8. Some backward pressure. Naitawid naman agad ng Barangay. They wanna go to Greg. Ayan, finally nakuha niya. Sizable height advantage over Bradwin Ginto. The turn. The easy bucket.
He is just too strong. He has mastered that drop step also. And the helper was just Yi. So Slaughter will just shoot over the head of a smaller defender.
They threw it away. Careless pass. Ito, Yamaha action play of the game, brought to us by the all-new Yamaha SZ. Get ready for action. And the Barangay has the ball once again. Ascanalieta has come in para sa Mahindra. They picked him up in the offseason. Greg wants to do the same thing and gets the same result.
It's just too deep. If you give Greg more than 2 dribbles inside the paint and he gets 1 foot away from the basket, it's simply hard to stop.
4 straight points give them a 4-point lead. Aldrich Ramos takes his move. Iniwan para kay Ginto. Jumper. Pasok yan para kay Bradwin.
Very nice touch. Very good assist pass there by Ramos. A easy winner for Ginto.
Almost a steal para sa Mahindra. Pressure sa backward. Bagsak si Sean Dehesa. And some changes in the lineup. Sa Kyle Pascual and Hiram Bagatsing come in para palitan si Bradwin Ginto at si Carl Dehesa. That's for Mahindra. Top guy taking care of the slick spot dun sa sahig dahil sa pagbagsakan ni Carl Dehesa. And they're still trying that, that backward pressure para lang matanggalin ng konting segundo sa shot clock itong Barangay Ginebra.
That is a good point. And the other thing is, pag pinasa na kay Slaughter yung bola, konti na lang yung beat the double scheme na magkakaroon and they put pressure all the way from the backward.
Masakaling mas madali yun eh.
Yes.
Here's Aguilar against Ramos. That match has been there from the start. Slaughter on the turn. And he misses that, pero natamaan naman siya. So babalik ka, pupunta siya sa linya para sa dalawang free throws where, as Coach Ryan mentioned earlier, career high so far. Free throw percentage-wise for this big man.
And he knows how to operate inside. He's very, very patient. Coach Tim knows exactly where to put a 7-footer. Sometimes we jinx people. Yes, he's shooting so well from the free throw line. But
Often.
after you mentioned it, nagmintis tuloy.
Oftentimes, sorry. Pasensya na po. Ayun, tayong sinabi, pinasok niya yung pangalawa. A split from the line. 13-10 ang ating score. 3 minutes and 35 na nalalabing sa ating game clock. In this first quarter, John Pinto, bibigyan ng oras. Here, unlike last year sa rookie year niya sa Global Port, hardly got into the court. Aldrich goes out to Hiram, 3-point shooting specialist. Pinto in the lane. Titira off the glass. Mahindra boys. Tira na ganun, ha?
And it's a good play because the ball started on one side. As soon as the ball was reversed, he was on an attack move.
Japet leaving it for Kagiwa. That's an assist for Japet Aguilar. And Mark gets his first 2 of the game.
There are weak spots every time you do that press full court, especially if you break it. Usually it's a 2-on-1 situation. Yun ang nangyari ron. Easy bucket for Kagiwa.
Kagiwa's been there for so long. Barangay Ginebra fans appreciate kung anong nagawa na niya para sa kanilang yung reaction kung nakashoot si Mark Kagiwa. Nakashoot sa mga players, ng mga fans talaga.
Totoo yun. But what about on the defensive end? It's very hard to stop, especially a jump hook. But with Japet Aguilar's length, that was already his second block shot in this ball game.
Mark Kagiwa pinakikita sa mga Mahindra na hindi lang sila marunong gumamit ng window. Off the glass on that jumper, 4 straight points for the Spark. Kyle Pascual. It is a baseline jumper from the right side. Tenorio. You see, deliberately slowing down the pace of the game so the big boys can set up inside. And the guards can set up from out there. Pero mintis ang tira ni Mark the Spark. And on the rebound play, that's going to be Greg Slaughter called for a loose ball foul. Referee Jimmy Mariano on the call. Timeout is called, 2:03 remaining. First quarter. Mahindra have to do some things to get some points on the board. Tignan natin yung play na nakita ni Coach Ryan.
Oh, this is a very nice secondary option on the break for Mahindra. As we take a look at this reverse pick and roll done by Ginto right here. And you will see because of the threat generated by LA Revilla, mag-help ngayon itong si Japet Aguilar. But what will happen here is, because Slaughter is way up here defending Yi, when this guy rolled to the basket, late na si Slaughter to even challenge that nice roll to the basket by Bradwin Ginto. Well-executed play for Mahindra, easy bucket for them. They need to do more of those. They're down by 5 points right now.
Can't take it straight kasi sa depensa ng dalawang malalaki sa loob. Makinig muna tayo kay Apple David.
Hanggat maaari, gustong pagurin ng wings ng Mahindra ang bigs ng Jeans. Kaya naman, as early as possible, they want to establish their outside game, lalo na itong si Aldrich Ramos, who admittedly had an off game versus Barako. Sabi nga niya, nag-extra shooting siya in preparation for this game to make sure na may rhythm shot. Pag nag-click daw yung kanilang outside shooting, may chance for an open lane para sa mga guards for higher percentage shots. Charlie?
Thanks a lot, Apple. I mean, you look at what Barangay Ginebra is trying to do. They're trying to change it up. May mga pops na yung dalawang big boys. Pero they're trying to get the guards going as well. Kasi 2 games ago, Coach Ryan, naalala natin, horrendous outside shooting ang Barangay Ginebra. That lost. And then last ball game, they were hitting some outside shots. It's getting better for them. And that opens things up also para dun sa malalaki sa loob.
Well, percentage-wise, 3-point shooting, Barangay Ginebra is only good for 20%. So if you are defending this team, you have to plug the paint, especially if Slaughter gets the ball. And challenge Ginebra guards to shoot consistently from the 3-point area. Kung hindi makashoot, di good. Talagang ang importante is you stop Slaughter in the paint, wait for Ginebra to take shots. If they make it on a consistent basis, then defend the 3-point line.
Adjust ka na lang. Kung bigla pumapasok. Pero kung katulad nung isang laro nila, when they made, I think, 0 out of 12, or they didn't make any 12 attempts. Yung mga katulad yan, Joe Devance outside shot. First 2 of the game, instant offense para kay JDV. Ang transferee from Star Hot Shots. Kasama na rin ni Coach Tintone and Coach Richard Del Rosario.
Actually, a very slow start here, this conference for JDV. Prior to this game, he was only averaging 3.8 points per game.
That's a 3. Mula kay Hiram Bagazin. Gusto niya tumira rito sa arena na ito. That 3-point shot was brought to us by Smart Bro. With Smart Bro, you can share the Smart Life. You do remember, he won a game last conference dito sa Inares Center on a 3-pointer.
I vividly remember that. That was against Lex. He was left wide open. He took that shot. Eventually won the ball game for them.
Dito tayo.
Yes.
Tayo yata second game.
Tama ka diba?
Ito si Canaleta. Much taller than Sol Mercado. So let's see anong gagawin. Ito si KG. Pinasa kay Greg Slaughter. So just Nowhere to go on that play. Sol Mercado stolen away by LA Revilla. Revilla looking left. Nakita si Canaleta. On the way up, tapik ni LA Tenorio. Ball will stay on the side of Mahindra with 17 seconds to shoot. And Jervy Cruz seeing his first action para sa Barangay Ginebra, San Miguel. And he was suited up nung game kontra sa Meralco, pero since kati-trade lang sa kanya the day before, hindi muna pinasok ni Coach Tim There he is now.
He's drawing a lot of excitement because of this perimeter game. And if he plays like Bob Hawkins as far as Coach Tim is concerned, that will definitely help the offense tremendously.
Nakakuha na isang rebound si Jervy Cruz, so first statistic as a Barangay Ginebra player. Tenorio, 15-foot jumper na kabayaan. So yun.
That's a tough shot for LA Tenorio. Averaging only 7.4 points per game. But they need baskets like that to increase his confidence level.
You like the awareness of Revilla. Took that shot with 1 second to go. Hindi na pumasok. At the end of one quarter, 6-point lead. Barangay Ginebra.
We know that their massive strength is the way they get the ball inside the paint, especially to their biggest man, Greg Slaughter. Let's take a look at this defense of Mahindra as soon as Slaughter gets the ball. Let's pause this a little bit. Tignan natin to. It's a single coverage, but Mahindra's defense will be such that they will provide a double team on the baseline. Let's roll this tape once more. Direct, as soon as we see this, 2 dribbles by Greg Slaughter. He gets in the paint. Even if the defense was there, the double team was there, it's just too deep. If you give Slaughter that kind of basket inside 2 feet, then you're in trouble. So earlier, dapat yung double team naman.
Oh, and further out siguro dun sa paint no? Pintura. Kasi pag-turn niya, doon na yung basket agad. Second quarter action. Basket agad para sa Mahindra. This quarter is brought to us by Modolite. For Expressity service, call 370-6686. Sol Mercado, di mapuntahan si JDV. So they go the other way, and that pass a little too high. You know, I mean, 7 feet lang naman si Slaughter. Dapat mababa ng konti.
Hindi na calibrate ni LA Tenorio yun eh. But one of the frustrations of Coach Tim is their inability really to get a good look and control the basketball. Napakaraming turnovers ng Ginebra. They had 4 in the first quarter and add another one, a total of 5 for the Gin Kings.
In Mahindra, that's another violation. Turnover yun. Traveling kay Rich Alvarez. Matchup, hirap para kay Kyle Pascual. Trying his darndest, but there's that position. He misses, however. But he gets it back. And going up, natamaan na naman. Very frustrating on the part of the defender kontra kay Greg Slaughter. But that's really all you can do is just try to challenge it.
Well, that's already the 3rd time that we've seen Greg Slaughter use that drop step on that side of the court. And the defense, again, a little bit too late for Mahindra. If Slaughter gets that one, it's gonna be sure 2 points, or at least he's gonna get fouled.
Smart Bro free throws are brought to us by Smart Bro. With Smart Bro, you can share the smart life. Si Greg Slaughter, monster numbers sa conference na ito. But he misses that free throw. Tapi ka ng bola. Ayun ang panik. Ayaw makuha sa linya. I'll just get it back on another field goal. Well, walang back sound dun sa shooter.
Oo eh. Problem doon, pagdating sa defense ng Mahindra, 6 points down right now. We're early here in the second quarter.
Hiram, using the screen, binalik kay Pascual, 17-footer. More like 18 feet, he knocked that one down. Kyle Pascual, yan talaga tira niyan eh. Hindi pumupofte.
And very important, if he knocks that shot on a consistent basis, that will force Greg Slaughter outside the paint. And that will be very good in terms of spacing for Mahindra.
Sol Mercado got gun shy. Pinasa pa kay Tenorio dyan sa kanto. And in between all of that, an offensive foul is called on number 38, Joe Devance. Here's that missed free throw ni Greg Slaughter. Pero siya rin ang nakakuha ng rebound. High sa tibay rebound yan. Brought to us by Eagle Cement. High sa tibay.
Usually in practice sessions, to make that kind of a defensive stop, if you're Mahindra, that will be part of their video showing now where's the block out. As soon as somebody takes that shot from the free throw line, you have to put a body in front of him.
5 points para kay Hiram Bagachik. This one is a perimeter jumper. Hit a 3 in the first quarter. Former De La Salle University guard. Actually, backcourt na yan. Teammates yan sa college eh. Si Hiram pati si Eliminations. And the ball is thrown away by Barangay Ginebra. Jeremy wasn't expecting that pass. A chance for Mahindra to tie this game up in the second quarter. Perhaps take the lead kung makatres sila.
And we're counting the number of turnovers, partner. Already the 7 for Barangay.
That's what's giving Mahindra opportunities.
Oh, yes.
Nico Salva, pinasok na ni Coach Tim ko. Ano, muling laro nila kontra Meralco. He was adjudged the best player of the game. He had 11 points. Good showing for him. Tignan natin kung madaduplicate niya ngayon niya. Japet is there. Now wants to go baseline. Good resistance mula kay Kyle Pascual. Nico Salva. Tuloy pa rin ang confidence. That's what being best player of the game can do to you.
He had 11 points against Meralco Bulls. 2 out of 3 from the three-point area. And one of the few guys shooting consistently well from the perimeter.
Instant offense na naman. Kanya-kanya yung umpisa niya against Meralco. He came off that bench, hit an outside shot immediately. Pero agad naman binawi ni Hiram Bagatsing. Presyon natin sa atin ng Smart Bro. With Smart Bro, you can share the smart life.
You've got to put a body in front of this guy or offer a hand as soon as he takes that shot. Remember how much he loves this venue, partner.
8 points na para kay Hiram Bagatsing. Just a 1-point lead for the Barangay. Japet will attack! Slam Jama number 2 of the game para kay Japet.
Specialty really of Sol Mercado, that pocket pass after that pick and roll play. And defense caught napping there. Nobody helped out for Mahindra, and that is why second slam dunk for Japet Aguilar.
Japet is one of the few dito sa PBA na at every opportunity pwede mo atakin yung basket ng ganon. He will do it. 2 jams na para kay Aguilar. There is an offensive foul committed by Mahindra.
Especially, well, for a defensive standpoint, kailangan kung ikaw ang helper, nakikita mo kung ano nangyayari. Wide open after the roll, no semblance of rotation for Mahindra.
Ganda naman ng baseline natin na nakuha ni Senyor Pandoy over there under the basket. And another basket, 29-24, 8:04 ang natitira sa ating first half. Itong Barangay Ginebra, expected na yung production ng Slaughter at Aguilar. Pero pag may ibang tumutulong, katulad ni Nico Salva last game, you know, it really gives a jump start for the team. 11 points and 5 rebounds. And, you know, lots of people happy for Nico Salva that it's a long time coming.
Yes, instant offense for Salva, 11 points, 5 rebounds, 66% from the three-point area. This guy has championship pedigree, especially when he was playing in college. He was drafted at number 11 by Global Port, traded so many times in his very young career, and is just hoping that finally this will be his final destination.
Binibigyan siya ng minuto. And when he plays well, obviously that leads to more opportunities. And Coach Tim Cohn puts him in early dito sa larong ito. He hit the 3 immediately. That's a foul. Sol Mercado on the ball. Reveal niya. Hit on that play. Now Aldrich Ramos, ibinalik. Umupo na si Rich Alvarez. Hiram Bagatsing playing well so far. Scoring wise, goes over to Ramos. Umesitate dun sa 3. Ikot-ikot muna pero 6 to shoot na lang. Revilla, balik kay Ramos. Brings it into the paint and he throws it out of bounds. Just a miscue dun sa pagpasa.
That was already the 11th turnover for Mahindra, also suffering from what you call problems with taking care of that leather.
Turnover yun, 5 pa rin kalamangan ng Barangay Ginebra. 7 and 21 remaining. Salva, step back. Gets that. Yung kumpiyansa, Ryan, kitang-kita dito kay Nico Salva sa larong ito.
Remember, he played the 4 spot when he was playing for Ateneo in college, so he likes playing back to the basket. He wants to back down smaller defenders. What he has improved really is his outside shooting. If he does that, then he has a space here for Coach Tim Cohn's team.
Si Aguilar, kay Salva. Too far out. Goes to the corner na kay Joe DeV. Bumitaw. Masyado malakas. Rebound nakuha ni Aldrich Ramos. 6:47 remaining. Canaleta. Cross court to Hiram Bagatsing. Marked man na yan. Aldrich naman. That's too strong. And Bradwin Ginto. Oh almost coming down with the ball. He was the lone white shirt partner dun sa gitna and he just lost the handle. Pero siya pa rin nakakuha ng bola sa taas.
Hard-working guy, 10 rebounds per ball game. He was up against a tall player like Aguilar. But usually kasi if you're Aguilar and you are that athletic, mawawala na yung fundamental sa'yo eh. So instead of just putting a body in front, he always relies on his athleticism. Buti na lang, swerte siya. Hindi na kumpleto ni Bradwin Ginto yung rebound na yun.
That's right. Just fresh possession for Mahindra. And may konting backlash yun sa kay Japet, di ba? For letting that happen.
Yes.
So babawi na lang si Japet. Reverse on the baseline drive.
Now, all the penetrations, all the baseline drop steps of Ginebra coming from the base. So, defense of Mahindra caught napping once again. Nobody offered help as soon as Japet was attacking the basket.
Slowly, Coach Ryan, yung kalamangan ng Barangay Ginebra is climbing up.
Yes.
33-24, na 9-point lead, largest of the game. Ubalde, step back, wide right ang kanyang tira. And ito na, chance to get into double-digit lead for Barangay Ginebra. Mercado goes to Ellis. Ellis iniwan for Japet. Makes his move into the paint. Under the defense. Back-to-back baskets attacking the hoop. Ito si Japet Aguilar.
Napakagandang penetration. He had to use his crossover move there. And 4 straight baskets and a total of 11 already for Japet.
Carl Tejes, however, answers with a 3. Brought to us by Smart Pro. With Smart Pro, you can share the smart life.
Oh, they badly needed that. The lead was up to 11 and nahirapan umabensa yung Mahindra. Buti nakashoot si Carl Tejes.
About to hit the 5-minute mark of the second quarter. Sol Mercado, siya naman sasaksak. Umilalim din sa depensa. Masyado malakas ang layup. Ngunit may tawag si referee Dakdakanay, and that's going to be on Paulo Ubalde. This is a drive a while ago from Japet Aguilar, going from left all the way to the other side of the lane.
Oh, his skill set is definitely improving. Gone for the years within the third dribble, Japet would lose that handle. Ngayon, naka-apat na dribble siya, crossover going to his right, and good finish for the big man.
Twin Towers back in harness as Greg Slaughter pinasok na ulit at Jervy Cruz back to the bench for Barangay Ginebra, met with high fives by his new teammates. Sol Mercado knocked down that free throw, 36-27. Siyam ang lamang ng Barangay Ginebra. Pakinggan muna natin ang report ni Apple David.
Sense of urgency on both ends of the court. Yan daw ang kailangan ng Mahindra ngayon. They're 1-4 right now, pero yung mga talo nila by a small margin, sabi nga ni Coach Chito, at least may chance manalo sa games. At kung gusto nila ng chance sa game na to, they have to trim down this lead. Pero aside from that, what they have to work on is yung finishing strong sa game. Na pag narinig mamaya, yung last 2 minutes, have that mindset that it's time to step up even more and not the time to scare away from the responsibilities sa crucial moments ng laro. Charlie?
Thanks a lot, Apple. You know, we hear that yung mga teams na medyo dehado rito sa League, Blackwater, kahapon yung Blackwater, pero din ang sinabi ni Coach Lewis sa kanila that you wanna be able to be composed there in the fourth quarter. But you know, we said it, the objective is really, you have to stay close, di ba? Hang around to have a chance to deliver in the fourth quarter. Pero if you're down by 20-something already, mahihirapan ka na.
Oh, there's no 2 minutes to play for. If you're down 20 points at the start of the fourth quarter, that is what happened to Blackwater earlier. And now, if Mahindra is not careful, that is actually the trend. They're down by 9 points. Baka wala ng last 2 minutes pag matampakan sila ng maaga.
Hindi Sandira on the break. Ito si Marquis, pero ang ganda naman. Back to the basket. Pectus. Ito si Aldrich Ramos to get 2 inside, 4 points in the game. 4 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
Now, Mahindra might be small in terms of height, but they are at a huge advantage in terms of quickness. So the important thing for them, as soon as they get a defensive rebound or force a turnover, they have to run Ginebra to the ground.
Salva, minti sa kanyang jumper. Took 2 bounces before it decided not to drop. Ubalde to the trailing Marquis. To the corner, Kyle Pascual. Kita niya, laki ng kalaban. Hindi niya tinira, no? Here's he. Dumidribble. Humok shot. Pasok!
Parang Magic Johnson yun, ha?
Oo nga. Di ba? Iba lang yung angulo,
Iba
pero
lang
ganun
yung
yung form.
angulo.
Yung
Tama ka dyan.
junior skyhook ni
Yes.
Magic Johnson. And that was a great shot against the defense. Deep down to 5. Mahindra making a fight back. 3:15 remaining here in quarter number 2. Mark Yee doing things para sa koponan ni Coach Chito Victorero.
But you've talked about how much we love the PBA here in Antipolo. Matiga rito tayo eh. Kaya pagdating sa Inares Stadium, punong-puno tayo ngayong linggo.
Oo nga. Grabe, it's a huge crowd on this Sunday. And enjoying yung laro. Kanina, ang ganda-ganda ng laro natin. San Miguel and Baraco. Halos last second shot na nagpapanalo. San Miguel squeaking it out 106-105 over Baraco Energy. And now, pretty close one here in the second quarter with that jumper by Pascual. Tatlo na lang ang lamang ng Barangay Ginebra. 2:48 remaining in the second quarter.
6th point already for Kyle Pascual, and he really likes that perimeter. His Slaughter will be forced to step out if he continues to make that.
Nakaislaughter ng bola. Gusto bumawi. Contact. Offensive foul. Ang tinawag against Greg Slaughter.
Second personal foul against Greg. But when he attacked the basket, he was like 16 feet away. Exactly where you want him to be if you are Kyle Pascual.
Aton makalapit pa para sa Mahindra. Mark Yee. Faking. Nilapit sa paint. Umiandar dun sa depensa ni Chapit Aguilar. Mark Yee, partner. Highlight.
Ay, naku, yung up and under, you usually practice that day in, day out in practice sessions, and he was able to do that in an actual game. 4 points for Yee, and all those 4 were against the defensive tentacles of Chapet.
Pwede isali doon sa mga highlight reel talaga yung dalawang plays ni Mark Yee. Nakakuha pa ng agaw itong Mahindra, and Paulo Hubalde straight to the hoop, and wow! You were saying a while ago, 9-point lead na, baka mapabayaan. Eh ngayon, nakuha na ng Mahindra ang 1-point lead.
And this is now a huge 30-1 run orchestrated by the enforcers. They were down by as big as 11 earlier. And we've called this. If they can force turnovers, run him out of the ground, the red shirts will be in trouble keeping in step with him.
Swinerte Barangay Ginebra on that play because Chris Ellis off the ball. Pero may bangga mula kay Paulo Hubalde. Here's that fast break a while ago. Hatid sa atin ng Smart Bro. With Smart Bro, you can share the Smart Bro.
Definitely part of the plan of Mahindra. 4 guys were actually running and attacking Ginebra's lone defender.
Nakita natin, hindi na malilig yung salva yung jersey ni Kyle Pascual doon sa play sa ilalim. But Paulo Hubalde, making the right decision to go straight up to the hoop. Wala kasi challenge sa ball carrier. Smart Bro free throw ni Ellis. Hatid sa atin ng Smart Bro. With Smart Bro, you can share the Smart Life. Missing. Second one. And maraming split dito sa first half itong Barangay Ginebra. Nakakailang minutes na mula sa 4.5 meter line. Could be a factor later on kung dikit pa rin ang laro come fourth quarter. Mark Yee, confidence level growing, of course. Goes out to Tehesa, who drills the three-pointer for the top of the key. That was brought to us by Smart Bro. With Smart Bro, you can share the Smart Life.
He can shoot that. Now, if Yee is being defended by Japet and Japet needs help, that will open up shooters from the white shirts.
3-point lead for Mahindra. Bawiin sana yung Tonorio, but no go. And look at that, Yee takes it away from Slaughter. Nagmamadali si Yee. Goes straight into the chest of Japet Tagbintis, and the follow-up from Aldred Ramos. Pero yung atapang-atao to si Mark Yee, diretso kay Japet.
Hindi ininda yung depensa ni Japet, pero maganda rin yung trail job na ginawa doon ni Ramos. Not really expecting na masushoot ni Yiyon. He was there for the offensive rebound, and Mahindra, after being down by 11, it's now a 16-point turnaround.
Kita natin, and yun na nga, hindi nag-give up on the play si Aldred Ramos. Veterano na rin yan. He knows that layups can be missed, especially against large defenders, huge defenders like Japet Aguilar. So, timeout agad tinawag ng Barangay Ginebra to talk things over. 30-second variety ito. And they need to make some adjustments with only 42 seconds to go.
As we take a look at the remaining games, or the next 3 games of Mahindra. They will go up against Ginebra rather, Global Port, at pati yung rain or shine.
Sabi nga natin, lahat naman ng kalaban dito, mahirap kalaban, di ba? No easy games here in the PBA. They bring that ball all the way around. Ayun, nasa post si Japet. Umangat, no basket, but a foul is called on Aldrich Ramos, who is pleading his case. At kanyang sinasabi, tayo lang naman ako.
Momentum kasi ni Japet Aguilar attacking the basket, yung siguro yung nakita ng referee, yung cylinder theory natin doon, na pag tumira yung isang manlalaro, you have to give that offensive player space dun sa kanyang landing spot. Na-violate ni Ramos yun, kaya binigyan ng free throw si Japet.
He's perfect from the field, 5 out of 5. Pero sa linya, nakakadalawa, 3 mintis na si Japet Aguilar. And the team, Ginebra has been missing from there. Trailing by 4 right now. At napatawag ng 30-second timeout si Coach Chino Victorero. Team is up by 4. They'll probably be leading at the halftime break. Pero kung ilan yun, malalaman natin. Depende sa diskarte nila with the remaining time dito sa second.
Alam mo, akala natin, akalago na ng gusto yung Ginebra. Lumabak sila ng 35 to 24, pero ang ganda ng pransyada ni Coach Chito Victorero.
Well, we've seen that, from these newer teams in the league, yung Blackwater pati rin itong Mahindra. The ability every now and then, showing some maturity, hanging around or fighting back from deficits. Pinakikita nga nila. Because there's lots of talent dun sa mga squads nila. It's a matter of putting it all together for the entire 48. Markey checks the clock. Kita niya, 12. Ayos ito Siya na lang. Dumiskarte si Yi. Hook shot. Almost made it. That was all Markey. Hindi ko alam kung yun yung dinayagram ni Coach Chito, but that was his all the way. Missing at the buzzer, but being down by as many as 11 points itong Mahindra. Fighting back. Great run. Bago matapos ang second quarter. Up by 4. Mahindra doing things right para to get this lead at the half. So may mga nakita ka mga plays dyan that you like that Mahindra was running nung first half, which is one of the reasons why they have this lead after the first 2 quarters.
Oh, they were actually down by as big as 11 points in the second quarter. We take this particular play wherein Mark Yi was trying to post up Japet Aguilar. As we pause this one direct first, to take a look at this one. It's actually a post up by Mark Yi. And look at the defenders from Ginebra. 1, 2, 3, and then 4, all inside the paint. But what is really good here on the offense of Mahindra is take a look at this screen by Kyle Pascual to free up Kyle Dehesa. Kyle Dehesa can actually launch it from the outside. He's got 2 out of 3 3-pointers in today's game for a total of 8 points. So ang maganda rito sa Mahindra is they actually can see the hot scorers inside, and they're unselfish enough to give that guy the leather.
Tingnan natin yung mga statistics ng dalawang koponan in the first half. Actually, you pointed that out. 2 3-pointers for Kyle Dehesa. 2 of the 4 that they made in that first half ng Ginebra. Wala pang naipapasok.
Another struggle here for Barangay Ginebra. They're worst in the league from the 3-point area. And in tonight's game, lalong bababa pa sila with 0 out of 5. Field goal shooting almost the same. Steals 5. 1 for Ginebra, courtesy of course, Mahindra. You have the best guy in terms of steals na si L.A. Revilla. Fast break points, 6-0. Lamang pa rin ang Mahindra enforcer.
These are your Yamaha leading scorers brought to us by Yamaha All-New SZ. Get ready for action. 8 points ang leading para sa Mahindra. Dalawang yan, Dehesa at Bagatsing. 2 guys in double digits. The guys expected to get those numbers. Pero medyo nagkukulang sa suporta yung ibang mga players so far. A pair of guys with 4 points apiece. And after those 2 guys, Slaughter and Aguilar. So they're on track again to getting their numbers, itong dalawa. Yung 20 plus ni Greg at yung almost 20 ni Japet Aguilar. Pero siguro, I'm sure, binigyan ng pansin niya ng mga coaches ng Ginebra at the half. Hey guys, you gotta help the 2 big guys out.
Well, the challenge really is for the guards or the other players outside of Japet and Greg Slaughter to contribute in the scoring department. We saw Kagiwa score 4 points on back-to-back baskets, but consistently doon nagkukulang ang production ng ibang manlalaro ng barangay.
First possession ng ating second half will be with Mahindra. And Carl Dehesa will be doing the inbound. Sarap mismo ng pwesto natin dito, Coach Ryan. Last second instructions, binibigay ni Coach Tim Cohen of the Red Shirts will run into the court now. Third quarter is brought to us by Motolite. For express at its service, call 370-6686. Dehesa, Cubalde, Yi, Aldrich Ramos, and Kyle Pascual starting for Coach Gito Victolero. Hagiwa, Tenorio, Ellis Slaughter, at Aguilar naman para sa Ginebra. And right into the heart of the defense, Carl Dehesa gets a lefty layup.
Just a well-run play. And a turnover once again. Already the 12th turnover here for Barangay Ginebra. Not a good start for Coach Tim Cohen's squad.
Marky, susubukan na naman. He did it earlier! And he does it again! Mark Yee!
Now, if he does that so well, he will command a double team. But yung ganun mga tira, hindi ko alam kung inabot mo yung Ray Lazaro.
Syempre naman.
Yung panahon ng Tanduay, ganun ang kanyang mga dukot na tira.
Nananalo nga sa mga one-on-one contest si Ray Lazaro. Ganyan kagaling yan sa mga ganung klaseng galaw. There's a three! Mula kay Chris Ellis. Brought to us by Smart Bro. With Smart Bro, you can share the Smart Life. Sa pagmagaling sa nila.
Tama ka dyan. Yung mga ganong hindi naman kalakihan, pero mahusay talaga gumamit ng dukot shots.
Daming gano'n. Abel Gutierrez.
Abel Gutierrez, tama ka.
On the baseline, nawala kay Mark Yee ang bola. That's a turnover. So walang tumapik doon. And chance for Ginebra to cut this gap. It's cut this advantage. 5 points yan. Ito quality play. Brought to us by Mariwasa Style. Celebrating 50 years of uncompromising quality. Ellis Slaughter, no problem para kay Mark Yee.
He had to be super creative with that shot because the helper was Greg Slaughter. But for some reason, he was able to get that space off.
Stolen away. Good hands mula kay Hubalde. Dehesa picked it up. Tumatakbo White Shirts. Dehesa change of direction. Change of pace. Gets the foul. LA Tenorio matatawagan ng kanyang second personal.
Well, we've been saying it time and again, yung dami ng turnovers ng Ginebra, but that one was forced by the defense of Mahindra.
Alam mo yung mga courtside reporter natin, nag-eavesdrop yan pag halftime. Pakinggan natin yung report ni Apple.
Charlie, turnovers talaga ang concern ng Ginebra. 11 in the first half. Kanina, meron ng isa dito sa third quarter. They have to take care of the ball at huwag daw sasayangan yung opportunity na maka-opensa. Also, they were very deliberate nung first two quarters, so they have to pick up the pace. And lastly, for them, masyado daw silang nakakoncentrate sa opensa sa mga bigs. They want to create more opportunities para sa kanilang mga gwardya at wing dito sa second half. Mahindra naman, pagpatuloy lang yung masipag na pagpe-pressure sa jeans at huwag daw magdadalawang isip na tumira. Coach Chito is really feeding the confidence of his players. And lastly, ang maganda sinabi niya before bumalik dito sa game is that they're really looking to win this game. Charlie?
Well, of course, no? Medyo desperado nga sila to stay out of the bottom two slots sa standings, Coach Ryan, para hindi ma-eliminate agad. But another thing is, syempre, you have to feed their confidence. They're playing really confident in the first half. So don't change anything kasi if it ain't broke, why fix it? Diba?
Tama yun. Especially, ang na-unleash talaga ng second quarter, yung kanilang bounce back ability. Because it was a really dizzying run that Mahindra orchestrated. They were down by 11. And after an 18-3 run to close the second quarter, lumamang pa sila ng 4 na puntos.
Well, the lead has been cut down to 5 doon sa Chris Ellis lay-in. Tapos ang ni Chris Ellis, dinampot yung bola. Tapos, dinagay na lang sa loob ng rim. Didn't jam it in though. And now there's an offensive foul called on Carl Dehesa. So, well, that's the trap or the problem that the Mahindra have to solve. Yung mga ganyan, mga lapses, 2-3 plays, and then you give Ginebra a chance to come back.
At 13 na rin ang turnover. Sayang yun dahil wala talaga sa posisyon na makatira yung Mahindra. Tinawagan pa ng offensive foul si Dehesa.
Aguilar. Kakadalawang dakdak na sa laro nito. Slaughter in the paint, blocked upstairs. Kyle Pascual playing tough and the ball goes out of bounds off ang Ginebra kick.
Now, first order of battle para kay Kyle Pascual is to push out Slaughter. But as soon as Slaughter puts the ball down, the defense must be there to offer help. That's exactly what Ramos did, forcing another turnover.
Dehesa, very confident dito sa second half so far. Goes out to Pascual. Third shot he hits from the perimeter sa larong ito, keeping the defense honest.
8 puntos na. Piso-piso lang para rito kay Kyle Pascual. He's really forcing Greg Slaughter to come out. And so far, hindi pa rin nagra-rush out to challenge si Greg.
At the post, Mark Tagiwa. Gusto niya mag-operate mula riyan. Turnaround jumper. That's short. Greg Slaughter, the putback doesn't go either. Pinupupulot ng bola. Look at Mark Yee fighting for it as if his life depended on it and able to call the TO.
Very good illustration of the kind of tenacity that Mark Yee has. If it's going to be a fight upstairs, there's no way na mananalo yung Mahindra. Ang laki ng Ginebra. Nung bumaba na yung bola, dinagmana ni Mark Yee.
Si Chito Victorero really on top of the situation. He has shown what he can do dito sa PBA. Some impressive wins by his squad last season. And here, they're doing the right thing on the rebounding department.
Well, I just wanted to show everyone that if it is a fight upstairs, lamang na lamang ang Ginebra. Pero pag bumaba na yung bola, expect Mahindra to die for those loose balls. And the reason for that is they know what their capabilities are. They know what their weaknesses are. If you are a Mark Yee, hindi mo talaga tatalunin sa taas na laban o talunan yung dalawang higante ng Ginebra. Pero pagdating sa dive, talagang mamamayani naman siya. It is no fluke that he grabbed 20 rebounds in their last game. Now he has a total of 8 because of fantastic plays like that.
Grabe, tsaka yung aggressiveness niya, no? Walang takot talaga. And the presence of mind to call the timeout. However, they throw it away. So magkakataon makalapit ng Ginebra. 7 kanilang inahabol. 8 minutes and 17 remaining third quarter. Greg Slaughter, yan na naman yung play na yan. Easy, easy, inside.
Too deep, just one dribble, enough for him to get to his comfort level. Already the 12th point for Big Greg.
And another moving screen called against Kyle Pascual. So back-to-back turnovers para sa Mahindra. Pascual, may iling-iling, but you know, there was really that movement doon sa pag-set niya ng screen. Naglalakad na paalis.
Well, just a missed opportunity once again for Mahindra. Usually, if you take that shot, there's 50-50 chance of you making it. But if you turn the ball over, all of a sudden, it becomes 0 chance. In the last 3 possessions, Mahindra turned the ball over twice.
Slaughter, who was asking for that. Went out to Tagiwa from 3. Knocks that one down. Brought to us by Smart Row. Smart Row, you can share the smart life. Mahindra lead down to just a deuce.
Now, that's a problem. The defensive end for Mahindra because they were not offering so much help earlier on, but now they offered help. But Kagiwa hit his shot from the outside.
Marky, subukan na naman ang depensa ni Japet Aguilar, pero down to 5 seconds. Step back, Looper. Marky!
Grabe kumpiyansa, pinaalis pa si Kyle Pascual because he needed that space. Akala natin magsa skyhook, nag-step back and face-up jumper against Japet Aguilar.
May-help defense pa. That was Marky. Marky created that miss para kay Greg Slaughter. He's doing everything para kay Coach Chito Victorero. Naka-receive pa ng bola sa baseline. Reverse. Supalpal sa taas ni Japet Aguilar. As you said, mahirap pakipaglabanan dun sa taas eh. Pero contact below. Free throws for Mahindra. Marky will do that in the first half. Not too many free throws. Actually, just 2 attempts and they missed both. Itong Mahindra enforcers.
Just so much confidence with that shot. He likes that matchup against Japet Aguilar. This guy is fearless. 2 departments, he's been lording it over. 9 point already for Marky and a total of 8 rebounds.
Balikan muna natin si Apple David.
Mukhang nabubunga na yung pagiging palaging maaga ni Marky sa practice doing extra work. Dagdag na rin siya na, syempre gusto niyang patunayan na deserve niya yung pwesto niya dito sa PBA. Pero yung energy niya, sa depensa daw talaga nang gagaling. Pag naka-rebound o naka-stop siya, dun siya nagkakaroon ng lakas ng loob na pumorma sa opensa. Charlie?
And he also has 10 points in this game, knocking down those 2 free throws. Lahat ng mga field goals niya. Of the spectacular variety, partner. Sarap panoorin yung ginagawa niya. And a lesson for those watching, good footwork, part of Marky, di ba?
It's just confidence. He's up against a tall defender, but for some reason, he knows how to elude because of his creativity. But usually, even if you know the fundamentals, ang importante dyan yung tibay ng loob at saka yung kumpiyansa sa sarili.
Sa drive, LA Tenore, masyado malakas ang tira. Rebound taken by Aldrich Ramos. Japet nagre-reklamo. Small foul called on him. Pang-una pa lang ni Japet Aguilar yan. Back to a 6-point lead for Mahindra. Able to stem the tide that was rushing towards them. Itong Barangay Ginebra threatened at just 2 points behind. Dehesa. Wow! Confidence level, it's rubbing off on everybody. Dehesa, Yi. Ito si Hiram Magatsing kanina. Kyle Pascual doing work. 8-point lead, 56-48, 6.5. Natitira, kinakausap ng referee. Kinakausap ni Tim Ko ng mga referees. Asking for a travel dun sa tira nito si Dehesa a while ago, Coach.
Yes, Coach Tim was gesturing and actually making that particular move that Dehesa did. Let's take a look at the slow-mo once again. He opted to go on the different side. And it's a jump stop. It was deep good, but of course, baka may nakitang travel si Coach Tim.
Ang Mahindra enforcers exuding confidence dito sa third quarter. None more than that fellow. Si Mark Yi. Yes, Yi sir. Sabi natin, 10 points, 8 rebounds para dito kay Mark Yi. The most impressive thing about it, Coach, is he's doing it against the big boys of Barangay Ginebra.
Just style points. All 8 out of the 10 points of Marquis were really style points against the defense of Japet Aguilar. He's just simply fearless in tonight's ball game. He had 17 points and 20 rebounds in their last game against Barako, and he's duplicating that feat once again. Almost a double-double performance for 2 straight games, 10 and 9 rebounds for Marquis.
He dropped that one off the Mark Kagiwa miss. Chance to go up double digits para sa Mahindra if they score sa possession na ito. Eli Revilla ibinalik na ni Coach Chito Victolero. They made that run without Eli Revilla in the game. Here comes Albert Ramos. Out to Revilla. He will release from out there. Missing that three-point attempt, but an offensive board. Sila kay Albert Ramos. Fresh possession for them.
Mahindra is just outworking Ginebra here in this ball game.
Bradwin Quinto to Palpal, but Markey picks it up. Foul is called, though. Loose ball. Eli Revilla and Anulak trying to rush to get the limb. This hustle play is brought to us by Black Mamba Energy Drink. Buhay na buhay ka. Yun, umasal nga si Japet to stop that Bradwin Quinto barreling drive.
Well, that is just one aspect. They're making the necessary stops, but they're not shooting well on the other end. They're down by 8 points right now, and I heard Coach Tim say, don't wait for the last 2 minutes to play basketball. It might just be too late, so expect Ginebra to really go on a scoring splurge here, but it was spoiled once again by the defense.
Supalpal nga si Joe Duvan dun sa kanyang drive. Now on the attack, and look at Mark here, directing offense, the pride of San Sebastian College Cavite. Only player in the league. There, misses on the 3, but they get it back. Smallest guy sa court. Aldrich naman titira, no go. Bakbakan sa rebound. There's a push from, sino ba?
Marquis, natawagan against Japet Aguilar.
Dito maganda. First personal foul lang ni Marquis.
Grabe, yung kanyang tenacity inside, natawagan pa lang ng pang-unang foul. So, very good. Pati sa management ng foul, si Marquis. And now, the reason why the Ginebra fans really are up on their feet and applauding, it is because of the entry of their rookie.
Priced rookie yan.
Yes.
Hindi ba nabibigyan ng maraming minuto, pero si Earl Scotty Thompson has may tatak yan eh. Nakalagay, potential superstar. Nakatatak sa kanya. Diba?
And triple-double machine.
Yun.
Pwede rin yan. Dahil
hindi,
yung
nung college, nandun na yun. Nung college, nakatatak
potential din, di ba?
Pwede yun yung nakalagay sa jersey niya, sa taas ng number niya nung nasa college pa yan. Markey, the biggest thorn sa side ng Barangay Ginebra, inilabas na muna. So, let's see what Hiram Bagatsing, Nino Canaleta can do para sa Mahindra to try to preserve this lead. With only 4:43 remaining sa third quarter. Aguilar. Tumira. Too strong on the rebound. Eli Revilla getting up for that.
Now that's a problem. Mr. Tallest man takes a shot from the outside. Chances are, kalaban ang makakakuha ng defensive rebound.
Canaleta on the move. Fading. Bigyan ng kanyang jumper. Nakuha ni Japet ang rebound. Eto na. Thompson. Pinag-aaralan talaga ni Scotty. Yung play. Si Jervin Cruz. And that's what you were talking about. One of the reasons na kinuha nila yan.
Well, he can definitely space the floor. And also, the reason why Thompson is in is because of the energy level. Medyo mababa bago siya pumasok. And Coach Tim is also big. But this guy can provide it.
Great pass recovery in the air. Makakala natin, masusupal-pal na si Eli Revilla. Found an open pass kay Kyle Pascual turnaround jumper. Joe Devance. Out to Sol. Punta kay Jervy Cruz. Kakabasket lang niya a while ago. Now he spins. Goes left too strong. Rebound. Ginto. Ginto, pag hawakan niya yung bola, parang kanya na yun. Pag humugot. And the drive from Hiram Pagkatsing. Iniiwas sa depensa. Sol Mercado, like a freight train. Iniiwan for Joe Devance.
Sol had to initiate that fast break run. It's been very hard for Ginebra to break the half-court defense of Mahindra. Kaya pinush ni Sol yung bola. They actually had 0 fast break points in the first 2 quarters. First 2 points. Pero importante, naibaba yung kalamangan ng Mahindra to just 6.
Go to Pascual. Offline ang tira. Bradwin Ginto. Rebound. Missing inside. Thinking about that defense. Ito si Bradwin Ginto. Ito na naman si Sol Crane. Naatake sa basket. Canaleta. Sinalubong sa ere si Sol Mercado. He'll go to the line para sa dalawang free throws.
Sol has the ability to change the tempo of the ball game. It's not really your usual setup kind of guard, but as soon as he sees numbers and he knows that he can outrun his opponent, he will definitely attack the basket via the fast break variety.
Smart Bro free throws brought to us by Smart Bro. With Smart Bro, you can share the smart life. Sol ang una. Dave Marcelo making an appearance.
Grabe naman, nakangiti habang sinusubuan. 1 out of 2 on that trip for Sol Mercado is only averaging 4.8. I say only because this guy is capable of scoring in the 20s at any given time.
10 miss free throws na yata itong
Dami
Barangay
nun,
Ginebra. Oo, sa larong ito. Pascual keeps shooting and keeps hitting. Nakakahawa yung confidence.
12 puntos na, marami rito galing sa perimeter jumper. So if you're defending, you want that guy to put the ball down and not just take a nonchalant shot from 15 feet. And Ginebra's defense is paying dearly with the no-respect stance that they're giving. Wide open shots, not even offering a hand up when Kyle Pascual is taking a shot.
Making the pay.
Diba? Oo, bayad, malaki.
7 lamang ng Mahindra. Hindi na pinagbibitiwan itong kalamangan nila sa third quarter. Devance's hook shot, no go. Bradwin Ginto once again. 2 minutes to go. Third quarter. Eli Revilla. Dribbling display. 10 seconds to shoot. Revilla, let's fly. Flat na flat yung tira. Tumama dun sa plancha. Mercado to Jervy Cruz. No Japet, no Greg, no L.A. Tenorio. Let's see if this squad can get it done. Joe Devance, dumiskarte na. Basket inside the shaded area.
Well, the reason why Coach Tim is coming up with this kind of a 5 is because of the over-dependency on the 2 big guys. So he wants these 5 guys to really get their confidence level back and just create opportunities for themselves and also for their teammates.
Canaleta, hindi pa nagpapakita ito si Nino. Picked up his dribble, had to give it out. Revilla, he's missed inside, and there's that rebound. Scotty Thompson, leaving it for Jervy Cruz. Di na handle to Marcelo. Lots of time sa kanilang shot clock. Sol Mercado will calm things down. They go to Jervy. The drive, contact, left to layup. And the lead is down to 3. A run from Barangay Ginebra.
And it is a good run because it is actually being done without the 2 big guys. Lotter and Aguilar are on the bench resting while Ginebra players, the 5 right now, are making a strong comeback.
Revilla once again. Leaves it for Hiram Pagkatsing. three is too strong. Thompson with it. Chance to cut this to one. Maybe tie it up. Halos patas lang. Game clock saka shot clock. So huling hirit na siguro Barangay Ginebra for the third quarter. Nantay na ng Isol. Tamang oras na dumiskarte. There it is. Dave Marcelo. Offensive foul called against Sol Mercado.
Coach Tim wanted to have that last crack at the basket. I thought Sol did a good job trying to set up his open teammate, but he was called for an offensive foul. So a chance for Mahindra to have a last say here in this quarter.
Canaleta had to change the shot. Got a lot of iron. But a good defense from Sol in the last play. Mahindra holds on to lead by 3 at the end of 3 quarters. Hindi nila pinalabang talaga, hindi nila pinahabol. Ang Ginebra, 12 minutes of action remaining here at Inares Center. We'll be back.
That Jervy can generate some of the excitement needed for Ginebra to launch this comeback.
Fourth quarter brought to us by Modular. First press at the service call 370-6686. A steal immediately by Mahindra. Paulo Hubalde sitting on the floor. Catches a rebound at merong presence of mind tumawag timeout para ma-preserve yung possession.
Nakaupo na. Nakaupo pa. Yes, pwedeng tawagan. Bumagsak yung bola sa kanya. May halong swerte na. Sa dinami-dami ng babagsakan. Doon pa habang nakaupo siya. Wanted to preserve this. Hindi sila my first crap here in the fourth quarter. It was actually Ginebra. But he was able to force a turnover and a chance for them to increase his three-point lead.
Victorero will take this opportunity. Crowd is being entertained.
Oh, it's a very well-played game. Akala natin magkakaiwanan na, especially in the second quarter nung lumamang ang barangay ng 11 puntos pero nabawi agad ng Mahindra. This is actually a big opportunity for Ginebra to go back-to-back wins after winning against the Bulls. They have not won 2 straight games. They're actually 2 and 3 in this conference.
Nice try on the save mula kay Aldrich Ramos but threw it out of bounds sa harap ng kanilang bench. Here's Ginebra. Still playing catch-up. Thompson is in there with Devance, Marcelo, Cruz, Sol Mercado. Sol on the drive. Went under the defense. That's a miss. Rebound by Dave Marcelo. Ang daming pumalo sa kanya ron. Dehesa called for the hacking foul. Bang Anthony Carl Dehesa yan. Smart Bro free throws are brought to us by Smart Bro. With Smart Bro, you can share the smart life. Another miss from the line para sa Barangay Ginebra. Nabasa dalawa kalamangan ng Mahindra. On the Dave Marcelo split from the line. Napak ng minutong natatapos dito sa fourth quarter. Lots of basketball to be played. Pascual hindi rumol. Pabundong patungong basket as Dehesa wanted him. So that's a turnover. And Barangay Ginebra now knocking at the door. Chance to tie it up. Sol. To Devance. Lamang ang gusto nila. At yun na nga ang kanilang nakuha. 3-point shot. Well bought by Smart Bro. Smart Bro, you can share the smart line.
That's badly needed. Again, that shot was because of the penetration and a nice assist pass by Sol Mercado. First 3-pointer in the ball game for Joe Devance, but enough for them to have another taste the lead.
Paulo Hubaldes miss. Gives Ginebra a chance na palakihin itong 1-point lead. Mercado will attack the taller Canaleta and miss the layup. Dehesa magdadala. He's rushing. Pascual nasa poste. Trying to back in. Jervy Cruz. Jumper niya. Rolls off.
So missed shots, turnovers, offense really not so good for the enforcers. And that is why Ginebra is actually launching a really huge bounce back without their 2 big guys. Itong limang to, maganda yung rhythm na kanilang na-generate.
Devance to Marcelo inside and he's clipped by Paulo Hubalde.
Now it all starts on one end, which is defense. These 5 guys really are capable of forcing turnovers and running and scoring on fast break situations. Ginebra listless in the last quarter. They could not generate a lot of baskets because of waiting for either Slaughter or Aguilar to get the points in the paint. Pero ngayon, maganda na yung kanilang distribution sa offense.
Smart Bro free throw ni Marcelo, brought to us by Smart Bro. With Smart Bro, you can share the smart life. Let's go over to Apple David once again.
Coach Ryan, tama yung sabi mo kanina, good run for Ginebra towards the end of the third at hanggang dito sa fourth, and all because of their defense. And now they just have to continue to be patient on both ends. Sabi ni Coach, last game they won by 25 points, so they feel like they can win with that margin again. But reality is they're just up by 3 and they have to take it one possession at a time. Charlie?
Pasensya ng konti. It was only a 3-point lead for Barangay Ginebra, but mission accomplished, getting back to that deficit a while ago. Now with the driver's seat. As Ginto and Jervy Cruz back-backan sa loob ng painted area, and a foul will be called on Jervy.
It's all about finding 5 guys who can fit in the best. For Ginebra, this is not probably the strongest 5 that Coach Tim Cone has, but it's giving good numbers, very positive production for his team because of 2 things. Number 1, they can keep in step in terms of the quickness department against the 5 of Mahindra. And another thing is, masyadong open ngayon yung floor dahil walang pumuposte, kaya nakaka-penetrate itong si Greg at nakaka-shoot sa labas after the dribble itong si Sol rather, at nakakatira sa labas itong si Jody Vance.
Naiiba yung laro eh.
Oo,
Wala yung
naiiba.
Big Boys. Uy, kita mo yun? Parang pantas yung bola.
Pumektos eh. Parang hinigop.
Hinigop nga nung basket yun. Well, they needed that itong Mahindra. Scoreless sila almost 3 minutes in before that shot. Thompson goes to Jervy Cruz. Still a 1-point lead for the Barangay. Thompson finds Mercado, decides to pass that one up. Defense na lang daw, sabi niya. Good decision on Sol's part. That was brought to us by Smart Bro. With Smart Bro, you can share the smart life.
Just unselfish basketball for Ginebra.
Gusto sanang bawiin ni Aldrich, pero minti sa kanyang tres. Thompson. Court vision ito si Thompson, very apparent, ano? Pasa pa loob, foul si Mark Yee, trying to push Jervy Cruz out.
It's just the tempo. The difference here in the 4th quarter when Ginebra did their onslaught is just the tempo of the game. And a lot of unselfishness because Sol could have taken that shot, but they opted to give it to Devance, who's waxing hot here in the 4th.
Dalawang tres na nga ito si Joe Devance. Offensive foul ang tinawag sa ilalim. Dave Marcelo pushing off Mark Yee. They've been calling that all game long, yung mga offensive foul na yan.
Oh, the game is about advantage and disadvantage. There was a huge advantage because Marcelo tried to illegally set a down screen, and that forced the referee to call an offensive foul.
Ramos goes to the post. Pinilit! He grabbed with Ginto, and he hits that basket.
Just a strong move. Only a 6-point, but enough to cut down the lead of Ginebra to only 2 points.
Jervy Cruz, top pass break attack, off the glass, wala. At sa mag-rebound ni Dave Marcelo, he wedges the ball.
Pang Shakti na full yan, ah.
Oo nga. Tigil na ang sunod. Alam mo, nasaan nila bumagsak eh, naiiwan na ron. Barangay Ginebra, taking the driver's seat. Pumapasok na yung mga tres nila, coach.
Napaka-importante to for Barangay Ginebra because they're really suffering so bad from the 3-point area, only good for 20%. But as we take a look at this one, let's pause this for a while. Without Greg Slaughter, the paint is wide open for dribble penetrations, and that will force the defense to really clog in the paint. Now, the ability of the guards to make that extra pass outside is helping Ginebra get a lot of rhythm with their shots. Sol could have taken that shot, but he opted to give it to his teammate Joe Devance, who has 2 3-pointers here in the 4th quarter. So what am I saying? Is this really the strength of Ginebra, yung wala si Greg Slaughter in the paint? Probably not, because they really have to have Greg Slaughter there to dominate that painted area. What I'm saying is it's a good option for them to have a different brand of basketball. Free yung gitna, nakaka-shoot ngayon yung kanilang outside shooters because of dribble penetrations.
Yun na nga sinasabi, pag wala si Greg, yan ang option nila.
Yes.
Diba? So, siyempre, hindi mo pwede sabihin na wag na lang
Hindi
ilaro si
pwede,
Greg. In
oo.
fact, Greg is back in the game.
Ang strength nila is really Greg and Japet Aguilar. Pero kung nakapahinga, pwede silang mag-iba ng ball game. With their guards really orchestrating a lot of options and generating opportunities for shooters or rhythm shooters like a Jody Vance.
Nagmitis nga lang pa si Sol Mercado sa kanyang 3-point attempt. And now Carl Tejeda called for the push-off. Offensive foul na naman for Mahindra. So Ginebra hanging on to this 2-point lead. 7:27 natitira sa fourth quarter.
And the opportunities are really good for Mahindra, but unfortunately they're shooting themselves on the foot. A total of 19 turnovers for them in this ball game.
Yeah, tinanong yung dumadama yung turnover sa bibigyan ng pagkakataon. Look at that move! Oy naman! Oy naman! Scotty Thompson!
The game just changed. As soon as Scotty Thompson entered the floor, just so much energy and the enthusiasm of the crowd also became so heightened because of moves like that.
Kasi sa kanina, dish off lang ginagawa niya. Biglang tumira. Nagulat ang depensa ngayon. That's a miss from LA Revilla. Apat ang lamang ng Ginebra. They want to make it bigger on this trip as Thompson attacks. In every minute, they go to Slaughter. LA Revilla pushes Scotty Thompson out of bounds. Away from the ball.
Just look at the skill set of this player. He used that pick and roll. He did not really have a very big space to operate, but what he did, a nice pirouette job to elude the defense of Ramos, and he finished it off with a very nice layup shot. Potentially, this guy is really tailor-made for Ginebra. All he needs is playing time, and he's given that playing time in tonight's game, and he's giving positive output.
Sol naman jumper na, finds the mark. Para kay Ginebra cooking dito sa fourth quarter. He's got 4 in the game, but it's a 6-point lead for his squad. Already 13 points para sa Barangay Ginebra dito sa fourth quarter compared to just 4 para sa Mahindra. Yeast 3. No go and a rebound. Sino kukuha nito? Joe Devance keeps it alive for Hiram Bagatsing. Contact, no call. Aldrich one more time. Can't get it to fall, pero sa linya naman sa pupunta para sa dalawang free throw. And that was the energy we were seeing from Mahindra. Late second into the entire third quarter. Nawala ng konti rito sa fourth quarter. They need that energy again if they want to make this close. Smart Bro free throws are brought to us by Smart Bro. With Smart Bro, you can share the smart life.
The problem, especially after they erected an 8-point lead, is they just simply threw the ball over a lot of times. They really did not have a lot of chances to even execute their offense and try to have a good high percentage basket. Pag nawalan ka kasi ng option dahil nag-turnover ka, doon ngayon umaalago yung Ginebra, especially with their small team earlier.
Pinasok ni Ramos ang dalawang free throws, 4 na lang lamang ng Ginebra. Ramos a quiet double-double, 10 and 10 para kay Aldrich. But here they are again, Greg Slaughter. The double came, picked up the dribble but a reach in mula kay Aldrich Ramos, and he commits a foul, his third.
Very nice bounce back game here for Aldrich Ramos. In the first 4 games, he was actually averaging 13.3 points per game and 5.5 rebounds. Against Barako, he was limited to 6 and 3. And tonight, 10 and 10. So alam na lang natin, kulang na lang dito sa player na ito yung tinatawag nating consistency. Dahil isa siya sa pinakamahuhusay na manlalaro ng kupunan ng Mahindra.
Offensive foul na naman tinawag kontra sa Barangay Ginebra. That's a turnover. Mahindra may pagkakataon na kalapit. Hiram. Left it for Aldrich Ramos. Goes back to Hiram for 3. That was Russ. Umover the bakod. Yung tira niya hit the back support. Basket support rather. So that will go back to Barangay Ginebra. L.A. Tenorio reinserted as Mercado goes back to the bench.
Now he had his rest. L.A. Tenorio had extended minutes on the bench because of the heads-up play of Sol Mercado. Now with 5 and 15 remaining here in the fourth, kailangan na yung isang player na mag-orchestrate ng opensa ng Ginebra.
Cruz, napunta kay Slaughter ang bola, 12 to shoot. Another offensive foul is called. And they're really cracking down on those moving screens, Ryan, dito sa
Yes,
ating komperensa.
and it's been consistent. And Coach Tim Cone could not believe it because as soon as Greg Slaughter gets that ball in the post, meron silang dalawang screen to free up the other guy doon sa opposite block. Hindi nangyayari yun dahil natatawagan ng offensive foul ng Ginebra.
Marquis, susubok na naman. Hindi siya makalampas kay Jervy Cruz. Brings it back out. He'll try one more time. Nowhere to go. Pascual out there. 2 seconds to shoot. Ramos! Short on the jumper under all sorts of pressure. Tapos may pito. Mukhang may foul si Marquis sa ilalim.
Yes, it's a loose ball foul. And what compounds that particular infraction of Marquis is after this timeout, 2 free throws will be given to Ginebra.
Ginebra doing good things in the fourth quarter. They have the lead. May magandang play a while ago si Scotty Thompson.
Well, we just wanted to illustrate the kind of skill set that this rookie has for his team. Here the ball is reversed to Scotty Thompson. He gets the ball on top, and they actually ask for a pick and roll. We slow this down a little bit. We pause this for a while. This pick and roll will supposed to free up Scotty Thompson here for his penetration. But the defense, the help side stance of Ramos was there. So because of the ability of this guy to look for that small opening, he was able to do a pirouette move to elude the defense, and it was just not enough. Even if you made that move, if you do not have that ability to finish strong to the basket, it goes for nothing. But with this guy, he was able to make that pirouette, also was able to complete it with a nice layup shot. Sky is the limit. We've been talking about the potential of this guy. It's just fantastic that we're seeing it this early in his career.
Alam mo, Coach, it's great to be able to run a play. It's also great when you can improvise when that play breaks down. Sa play na yon, si Scotty Thompson dumiskarte na doon sa dulo, doon sa pagpihit niya around Aldrich Ramos.
But it is not by accident, partner. Ginagawa mo talaga yan, pinapractice mo yan every time you have an opportunity to work out your game. At ngayon, nabibiyayaan siya dahil yung opportunity na gano'n, nakakapag-counter siya sa binibigay ng depensa.
Si Jervy Cruz, ang bagong kabarangay. 8 points na sa larong ito to go with 4 rebounds. Gives his team a 6-point lead with 4:33 remaining sa fourth quarter. Mahindra, naiiwanan dito sa fourth quarter. Having trouble putting points on the board. Revilla, napunta kay Hiram. Kansay na. Pascual was making those earlier. Let's see what he can do now. Way off. Hiram, a fresh possession. 14 seconds yan. Tenorio humingi na screen. Rather Revilla. Ayaw Mili. And trapped at the baseline. Called for a timeout. Pero sabi ni referee Mariano, hindi na. You dragged your pivot foot. That's traveling.
Just too late because the defense, the collapse of Ginebra was just there and nowhere to go for Revilla but to call a timeout. Pero yun na nga, nag-traveling. But prior to that shot, you just have to respect that is the kind of adjustment that Slaughter did. Yung tira ni Kyle, nag-close out na siya. That's why Kyle was forced to put the ball down and he was not enough for him to get his ring.
Si Jervy naman ngayon di diskarte. Iniwan for Joe Devan. Open na open.
Rhythm na eh. Kumpiyansa na. Nakuha na nila. Si Devans, 14 points na in this ball game. At it is actually his best scoring performance donning the Ginebra jersey.
Walo na kalamangan ng Barangay Ginebra and Dehesa looking for a foul call. Missing another basket. Slaughter. Jervy, andyan. Jumper over Aldrich. Wow. Welcome to the barangay. Sabi ng kanyang mga kampi as he heads back to the bench. High fives all around. Crowd chanting. Ginebra. Lead is up to 10. What a turnaround. Dito sa fourth quarter natin, Coach Ryan.
10 points for this new guy. And is not just doing it with his shots. He's also creating opportunities for his teammates. Well-run offense for Barangay.
Barangay Ginebra up by 10 already. Lahat ng discard nila working here in the fourth.
once again, the new guy, itong si Jervy Cruz. We take a look at this one wherein Greg Slaughter was trying to post up his defender right here. We pause it for a while and look at the kind of attention that he generates, forcing this guy to take a look at Greg Slaughter. But that will leave wide open this guy who can nonchalantly shoot from inside 10 feet. And we're talking about the new guy, Jervy Cruz. A total of 12 points, or 10 points for him. Whoever did that trade is a genius for Barangay Ginebra.
It's working sa larong ito, but Aldrich wants to get 3 back. Good play. Palabas na timeout na yun para kay Coach Chito Victolero. Badly needed by the Mahindra enforcers. That 3 from Aldrich Ramos cuts the lead down to just 7. 2:45 din ang nalalabi dito. Scotty. Lost the handle. Dive sa sahig ang dalawang players. Japet is one of them. The other one, Carl Dehesa. He's complaining na walang possession pa si Dehesa. Paano mo tatawagin ang timeout kung hindi mo hawak ang bola? But it has been granted. 30-second timeout. Much to the dismay of Coach Tim Cone and team manager Altua. While they're arguing that, itong Mahindra trying to map out the play para makalapit pa lalo dahil ang oras medyo paubos na.
Really animated, questioning the calls of our referees. He started earlier with that perceived traveling no call on Dehesa, and now what he's questioning is why was he granted a timeout? We're talking about Mahindra, wherein he did not have clear possession of the leather, but that call will again stick. It will stay 7 points sa kalamangan ng Barangay Ginebra with 2:37 remaining here in this ball game.
Crowd natin tuwan-tuwa. Grabe yung naging Super Bowl Sunday. And si Willie Marshall, ang ating media guy, Commissioner Narvasa, Ricky Santos Operations, everybody here watching the action. Here's what happened. Yan ang pinag-uusapan. Well, that's off the frame already. Napatawag ng timeout. Ito si Carl Dehesa upon hitting the deck. And they're still talking about it until now. Which forces Coach Tim Cone to burn another timeout. 30-second variety na naman. So not clear what was going on just so officials table. So, yung turnaround, Coach Ryan, na ginawa ng Barangay Ginebra dito. They did that. Right now, we're at the Inares Center in Antipolo City. I'm Charlie Cuna together with Coach Ryan Gregorio. Si Apple David naman ang kasama natin ang court side. Under 2.5 remaining. And Mahindra trying to catch up. Outside shot. Revilla nagpintis. Rebound nakuha ni Thompson. Pito lang ang pinoprotektahan na kalamangan ng Barangay Ginebra. 2 minutes and 13 ang natitira. Evans, relax lang kanilang opensa. Letting the time tick away, Coach Ryan. Milking that clock.
It's actually on their side. No reason for them to have their shots up. This guy has been playing so well. And also Jervy Cruz, he was able to get that loose ball on a weak side rebound. And he's got 6 rebounds already and team penalty na itong Mahindra. So Cruz will get his feet on the line once again to score more baskets or more points. He has 10 points across his name in tonight's game.
A minute and 58 na lang. So nasa twilight zone nga tayo kumbaga. Jervy nagbintis sa una. 2 out of 3 from the line in his maiden performance for Barangay Ginebra San Miguel. Pero extended playing minutes, contributions for them. Pero 2 misses sa free throw. And you know, the free throw shooting of Barangay Ginebra has really limited them. But they played well in other aspects. Although, kita mo yung pangbawi. Yung dalawang free throw, chance for a 3-point play naman si Carl Dehesa could cut this down to just a 4-point lead.
Hindi pa tapos ang laban. Minsan nawawalan ng concentration itong Barangay Ginebra. Nag-take advantage naman kaagad ang Mahindra after those 2 missed free throws by Cruz. Ang ganda ng atake ni Dehesa. Chance for 3. He completes it and now they're only down by 4.
Dahil pang basketball na natitira rito. And they're gonna review this. Coach Divko walks away. So yung mga referees natin nagkukumpulan dito sa officials table looking at the replay to determine sino nga ba ang left touch sa play na yon. Joe Devance playing solidly. Inaantay ng buong barangay kung kailan nga siya puputok. And he did play all right last ball game, but this game much better. Marquis was the shining star for Mahindra earlier on, pero blanca na siya rito sa fourth quarter.
Well, he had a harder time scoring against Jeremy Cruz. He took Japet Aguilar to school with a lot of his creative shots and wrote to his 12 points. Pero nung binantayan na siya ni Jeremy, medyo nahirapan na siya. But we've been talking about also, as we take a look at the slow-mo first, which was reviewed by our referees last touch, definitely against LA Revilla. But let's talk about Joe Devance. Prior to this game, he was only good for 3.8 points per goal game with a conference high of 8. But in tonight's game,
yung dalawang threes niya,
Oo,
nakatulong
mabigat yun.
sa habol tapos lumamang sila. Slaughter. Quiet si Greg kanina pa. Nilabas kay Sol. Fake the three. Thought twice about it and he missed it. Probably should have taken it on the first opportunity.
every time you hesitate, you lose that edge.
Dehesa. Ganap ng kakampi. Lumabas si Revilla para tanggapin ang bola. Ando na screen. Revilla. Goes to Dehesa. That's a three. Good line. Napalakas lang ng konti. Ahead of the pack ni Jeremy Cruz. Mahabol pa kaya niya? Hindi na. It hits Greg Slaughter's legs and out of bounds.
Now you question L.A. Tenorio, that particular play, was it necessary? The answer obviously is yes, if his intended recipient was able to get that shot and score. But in situations like this, you look at the time, you look at the score, you look at your advantage. Game management is very important, especially if you are the point guard.
That's exactly what Coach Tim was saying. He's pointing at the clock and saying, hey, di ba? Pero yung ganun nga nangyari, exciting kasi ahead of the pack kasi Jeremy was calling for that ball. Coach Ryan, had he caught that and fielded it, made the lay-in, then putang discussion.
Tama yun.
Di ba?
Alam mo yung okay. Yung bang
nice.
okay na yan, pag nakuha. Pero of course, Jerby is not really your best fast break finisher. At yun na nga, 1:05 remaining. Ito na lang ang natitira sa ating laban. Mahindra trying to score here to make it a ball game.
Okay. Hawakan mo na yung bola, ha? Bilisan mo lang, Aldrich. Go, Aldrich. Pasok. Out. Out ka, Kai. Dito ka na sa wing. Aldrich, go. Reverse to Aldrich. I want you to screen here. To Mike. Mikey. Mike, sin. Okay, away ka, LA. Again. Let's go again, ha? Okay. Pretend that you will screen. Go. Out. Okay. Go. Pasok mo dito. Out. Reverse. Away. LA. Screen. Mike. Quick two. Come on.
Hindi natin makita yung board na hawak ni Coach Chito Victorero, but you know there's going to be a series of screens so people can pop out. First, to receive the inbound pass, and second, to have an open shot. No more timeouts para sa Mahindra. So they need to get this ball in. Yun na. 1 minute to go. Ramos popped out, pero andun yung depensa ni Sol. To the cutting, Revilla! Masyado malalim, too fast for his own good. Pintis ang layup.
Sayang, wide open, good setup job, well orchestrated play, huge advantage for LA Revilla. He had to use his left hand. We've seen him make that shot, but unfortunately in tonight's game, hindi pumasok yung kanyang tira.
Greg's jumper from 16! What a time! Para makapuntos ulit si Greg Slaughter. Ups the lead to 6. Only 30 seconds remain. Revilla sees Dehesa. That 3 was good, pero napumita na nga ang referee. Both teams are penalty free throws para kay LA Revilla.
Again, we take a look at this slow-mo. Usually a makeable shot for LA Revilla and for Greg Slaughter. It is not his usual offensive night. Only his 14th point, but very important in terms of the timing. Remember, before this game, he was averaging 24 points per game, but hindi talaga nakakuha ng magandang rhythm in tonight's game. Pero yung tirang yun, parang pwedeng pandiin na yun eh.
Oh. Revilla at the line. Need one. Makes both. So, apat lang lamang ng Barangay Ginebra. Ngunit ang oras. Greg is trapped. And a foul is called. Mukhang si John Pinto matatawagan. Trying to swipe that ball. And, you know, all he could reach was the arm. Ito si Greg Slaughter who was holding that ball.
Oh, he was actually after the ball. Pero sobrang tangkad. Ngayon lang, siko lang umabot. Kaya natawagan ng foul. Now, he will be tested from the free throw line. And he missed his first free throw. We've tried to say how much improvement he has done from the free throw line. Pero ngayon, 2 out of 6 lang eh. Prior to this game, halos 77.8% yan.
And overall, as a team, Coach Ryan, napakaraming mintis na ng Barangay Ginebra. If this were a much closer game, 1 or 2 point lead, yung free throws na yan could have come back to haunt them. But let's see. 14 and 7. Good numbers, but below par para kay Greg so far in this conference. But could be enough to get a victory. Dahil dami tumulong.
Yes, and what is important really is the contribution of the other players dahil masyadong dominating si Slaughter and Aguilar. Split free throws by Greg Slaughter. Still a 2-possession lead for Barangay.
And Revilla takes a three. That's short. Greg the rebound. Foul ba ba Mahindra rito? Yes, they do. Dehesa and Slaughter going at it. A flailing of elbows dun sa play na yon. And neither gentleman would give an inch. Tingnan natin yung nangyari.
And focus on LA Revilla. Take a look at that. Tinalon niya na pero talagang hirap na hirap siya sa tangkad nitong si Greg Slaughter. Medyo nagkakirian, nagkasabitan. Hindi naman natin naninilalang parehong dirty players ang dalawang ito. Pero binigyan na rin ng technical.
Foul out na si Carl Dehesa. Tapos double foul ba tinawag?
Technical
foul.
Ang magkabilang player, yes. Gentle giant nga itong si Greg Slaughter.
Well, learning to assert himself more and more as the conferences go by sa kanyang PBA career.
Now, perspectives-wise, yes, itong si Greg Slaughter, hindi niya na-hit yung 24 points average na. That is only his 16 point only because of his standards. But pagdating naman dun sa tulong na kailangan makakuha siya sa kanyang mga kakampi, eh nabigyan naman ng gusto.
They lose the ball. Everyone on the ground. Jeremy Cruz, Sol was there. Revilla, Tenorio. Dahil may foul, si Revilla titira naman ang dalawa. But Ginebra, back-to-back wins. Almost in the bag with only 3.4 remaining. Angat sa standings. Revilla only 4 points in this game. Very poor field goal percentage, just 10%.
Yeah, huge struggle also for him because 15.8, we talked about it at the top of our coverage that wherever this guy goes, so go the enforcers, but not enough points for him. They're still down by 5, only 3 seconds remaining. Mirakulo na para manalo pa itong Mahindra.
2 for 2 mula kay Revilla. But when they get this inbounded, Tenorio will just hold it. Nagpalipad pa ng isa. No go in Ginebra coming from behind. Scoring heavily. So fourth and final quarter, we see the extraordinary moment of the game brought to us by Smart Bro. With Smart Bro, you can share the smart life. It's a 23-point fourth quarter para sa Barangay Ginebra. to 16 for Mahindra. That's why Ginebra turns it around to win by 4 points, 80 to 76.
Hard-earned victory here for Ginebra, but they're gonna take it, especially because the other guys outside of Aguilar and Slaughter did much of the damage for this win.
Mahindra Enforcer, ganda ng laban na ginawa niya rito dahil magagaling na players na nag-step up for them. But at the end, Ginebra pulls it out. We look at the Smart Bro game highlight brought to us by Smart Bro. With Smart Bro, you can share the Smart Life. Yung unang play pa lang na laro yun, daktak agad ginawa ni Japet Aguilar.
Tama yan, pero ang ganda rin naman ng mga highlight plays na pinakita ni Mark Yee.
Well, lots of guys stepped up. Kyle Pascual, maganda rin nilaro. Hiram Bagaching. But Earl Scotty Thompson came in late third quarter and really energized yung squad. Ikaw nga nagbanggit doon kanina, Coach Ryan, and he provided a spark. Ang best player of the game na inyong napili, this guy, JDV, stepping it up para sa Barangay Ginebra San Miguel, Coach.
And very important because not only did he make 14 points and 3 assists, but more importantly, his field goal percentage, 6 out of 11. And his points came in such a time nung nahihirapan maka-opensa ang Barangay Ginebra.
Barangay Ginebra San Miguel winning over the Mahindra Enforcer. Score is 80 to 76, and our best player of the game is Jody Vance with 14 points, 3 assists, 6 out of 11 from the field. Joe, a fairly slow start for Ginebra, but in the third quarter, wherein you went in with a couple of guards, you guys started a run. But really, what sparked this runaway, this pull away for Ginebra?
I think we started paying attention more on defense. That's where we're gonna win games, is off our defense. Sometimes we get so caught up in the triangle and trying to run the triangle, and we forget about our defense. So in the second half, we did a lot better on defense.
Joe, you are one of the players who a lot of fans, Ginebra fans, are expecting to deliver because, you know, you're a very important piece of this triangle of Coach Tim. And now in your 6th game with Ginebra, is it safe to say that you're finally adjusted with the new pieces of this triangle?
I don't know about that, but we're still learning. Coach Tim's system is hard to get, especially if the whole team still has to learn. So I'm still trying to find my way to play with the guys also. Still trying to get in shape. I've been working hard on my conditioning these past couple weeks, so I felt a lot better today, thankfully.
Now, Joe, is there anyone you would want to greet or thank, and of course, invite the Ginebra fans to watch your game?
Guys, Ginebra fans, please just be patient with us. Be patient with myself. We're working hard, I guarantee you that, every day. And hopefully we will start winning a lot more games.
Thank you very much, Joe, and congratulations again, Charlie and Coach Ryan.
Thanks a lot, Apple. Nakasama niya ang best player of the game, Joe Devance, former UTEP minor, former player ng Star Hotshots na ngayon sinama rito sa Barangay Ginebra ni Coach Tim po.
Napakalaking bagay yung contribution ni Joe Devance. Nabanggit nga natin, 3.8 points per game lamang ang kanyang average prior to this ball game. But he scored a total of 14 points in today's game. So yung kanyang separation, especially nung kinakailangan pumuntos ng Ginebra, kasama doon si Joe Devance.
Well, great performance from him. Pero yung ibang mga players ng Barangay Ginebra, marami rin nag-step up. Yung dalawang big boys nila, Slaughter at Aguilar, did well. You know, yung numbers nila not screaming like they normally would in the first few games. But Slaughter did just enough to do damage, keep them close in that first half especially. Good numbers for him, although not up to his average. Pwede na dahil ang dami ng tumulong sa kanya.
He had a total of 16, a far cry from his 24 point per game average. But what is important is we take a look at his shot charge. 6 out of 13 from the field, 8 rebounds. And nabanggit natin, personally, yung individual numbers niya mababa sa kanyang konferensya. Pero ang importante yung panalo at yung kumpiyansang na-generate ng second unit upang makatulong sa pagkapanalo ng barangay.
Well, Slaughter, nakita nga natin that one from the 15-footer, yun yung jumper niya to ice the game towards the end. Ang kanyang katandem naman na si Japet Aguilar, early on pa lang, slam dunk agad ang pinakita. He had 2 of those slam dunks in the first half. In the second half, didn't play too much, but provided enough across the board to help his team. 12 points and then 3 block shots. So yung defensive presence niya, andun, Coach Ryan.
You talked about defensive presence, especially by Japet Aguilar. Only 12 points because he's averaging 18 points per ball game. But Ginebra San Miguel, people are talking about their triangle offense and they're struggling. But what is so nice is they've limited their opponents to only 70 points in the last 2 games. So defense is definitely stepping up.
Well, there's another guy who came into that Ginebra front line sa larong ito, playing for the first time with Barangay Ginebra, Jervy Cruz. And what a first outing it was para sa kanya. Double digits in points, 6 rebounds, extended minutes yung faith na pinakita ni Coach Tim Coates sa kanya. And he played very well for his new coach.
Oh, just a master stroke here for Coach Tim Cone to get this player on board. He was traded for Brondial, who was only good for 1.5 points per ball game. With this guy, instant offense for him. He has the ability to spread the floor because of his consistency from 15 to 18 feet.
Pero sa kabilang panig naman, Mahindra played really well. In fact, was in the driver's seat for most of the middle quarters and early fourth. And nanguna dyan si Marky. Great performance, double-double. Not as impressive as yung huling laro niya kung kailan humugot siya ng 20 rebounds. But still, this guy was making crazy shots that would be on our highlight reel for the week.
And also, this is the second straight double-double performance for Marky. He's only 6'3", but the way he's getting rebounds, 15.5 rebounds in the last 2 games. He took Japet Aguilar to school because of his offensive prowess. But too bad, hindi lang na-sustain ng Mahindra yung kanilang atake.
So dyan nagtatapos ang ating Super Bowl Sunday sa Inares Center in Antipolo City. Barangay Ginebra winning over Mahindra. That does it for us. My partner, Ryan Gregorio. Si Apple David naman ang ating courtside reporter kanina. Ako naman po si Charlie Guna. Nagpapasalamat sa inyong lahat dahil sa inyong papanood ng PBA dito sa Sports Time.
Tumaktak, lahat pumapalakpak, siguradong madugo ang laban pag ako sumaksak. Swak na swak, dagger sa dibdib ng higante, walang gulay at sa baldapi tumiskar.